Hi, hello, namaskara. In this section, we'll be discussing about force on a current element. So, how to calculate a force on a current element? To first understand the concept, let me consider a wire, and in this wire, I'm going to consider a small current element which I call it as I times dl, where the current flowing is I and this length whatever I have chosen is differential length. Okay, that is how we define I dot dl. So this current element, when it is placed in a magnetic field, so let me take the magnetic field something like this. So this is how the magnetic field is flowing. So what is the force? What is the force experienced by this particular element of current is what we are finding out in this particular session. So to understand this, firstly we have to calculate what is the current that is flowing through. The fact is that the convection current will be flowing through, and the current can be defined as the density J, which we have already seen in our second unit. So current density J is equal to rho v times the velocity. So this equation gave us a relation between my current density J and the volume charge density and the velocity of the charges that was flowing through. Fine. So how to relate this with my force? So if you know, recall the very beginning of the session wherein we had discussed different current distributions. Can you remember? If you remember, can you pause this video and just write down those current distributions? If not, I'll help you out. So the different forms of current distributions were I times dl was a line current, which is equal to k dot ds, which was surface current, and j dot dv was the volume current. So now if you see, I'll call this as equation A and I'll call this as equation B. I can find the sort of relation between my two expressions, that is the current element, line current element to that of the volume current element, with the help of equation A. To solve that, what I am going to do now is I'll be taking the line current element I dot dl and I'll be trying to equate that with j dot dv, but instead of j I'll be calling my volume charge density times the velocity dot dv, the differential volume. In this expression you can see that rho v dv corresponds to what? If you remember, rho v times dv is nothing but the rate of change of charges that happens within a volume. So rho v was given by dq over dv, right? Volume charge density is nothing but charge per volume. So using that, I can write this particular RHS as dq times the vector u, or the velocity vector, which is equal to I times dl. Fine. So this is, I'll call it as C. Now in our previous discussion which we have made, we have found out a relation, or we had actually calculated the equation for force. The equation for force, especially the magnetic force, was given by what? Q times the velocity cross the magnetic flux density vector, right? So this was the actual force, but here, since I have taken a small incremental line element, then the force experienced by this should be a incremental force or a differential force, a df, a small force. Okay, so if I want to rewrite this expression in terms of that small force, I can write this as T of Fm, or the magnetic force, is equal to, because of a small charge which is moving within that line element. So I can rewrite this, wherein now if you see this dq dot u vector, or the velocity vector, can be replaced by my current element I dot dl. So if I do that, this whole equation becomes I times dl cross the magnetic field vector is nothing but the small force that is experienced by that particular thing. So if I want to know the force experienced by the whole conductor, so if I want to calculate the force experienced by the complete conductor, I have to simply integrate it with respect to the whole line, the closed line integral. So if I do that integration over here, I will be getting Fm, the force of the magnetic force on that particular conductor, is equal to the line integral, the closed line integral of I dot dl cross B vector. So this is the force that is experienced by my current element. Okay, the same equation can be written in different current distribution forms. So force experienced by my sheet current can be written as surface integral of k dot ds cross B, or if it is a volume current, then I can write it as volume integral of j dot dv cross B. So these are the three forms of current element. This is for line element, this is for sheet element or surface element, surface current or sheet current, this is for volume current or volume element. We are speaking with respect to current. Okay, so specifically if I take only the line element and if I want to simplify it, sometimes the force experienced by that particular line element can also be written as I B L sine theta. When I apply the cross product of dl and b vectors, that becomes IBL sine theta in newtons. Okay, so this might also be used in calculating just the magnitude of that particular force. As we had related in our electrostatics, force per charge is nothing but electric field intensity. Here I can relate force per charge to be equal to the cross product of velocity times the magnetic field intensity. Okay, so this is the relation between my electrostatics and the magnetostatics. Hope so this concept is understood. This is what the force experienced by different forms of current elements. Hope we'll try to solve more problems some other time later in different section. If you have any doubts, queries, please do contact me or drop in a text. Thank you.